Welcome to our training video of the new DLive with the two components, the DM64 and the surface itself. The DM64 needs to be powered on first. Once that's powered on, then we can power on the surface itself. The surface will cycle through a few startup sequences. This is the old Allen and Heath surface for comparison purposes only. As the DLive powers up, we'll see the LEDs come on. The LEDs can change color. Now we see the individual LED strips. Now the actual surface displays itself. And now the channel overview. There are several different ways to start the console. Default can generally be whatever the last settings were. It'll come up exactly the same, just like the M7 did. Now we can recall a specific program, in this case a show as it were. Now we're pulling up a show that I had previously stored that had a couple of configurations in it. There are many default startup modes, most likely for Alfred Street. We'll have a default mode, and of course we'll have several startup shows like we do now with the M7 that'll allow us to get an instant configuration and settings for the console that are most appropriate for the type of service that we're doing. The console can come up in multiple different ways. It can come up with the last settings, or it can come up as a specific default program. Those are some things that we'll probably have to work out. This is one of the status screens. You can see that you can power off from here. You can also see that on the bottom it shows you all the individual channels that are connected to the system up to the 128. There's actually more channels available, but for the purposes of this particular training video, we'll only talk about the 128 channels base. The microphone that I have connected is connected to a digital AES input. The AES input actually lives on the surface instead of in the DM rack. All of the channels are at the bottom of this particular screen. This is a strip assignment screen. The digital input was channel 123. We're going to quickly assign it to bank 2, the first channel of bank 2. One of the great things about the setup here is that we can do things actually rather quickly. So I'm going to take 123. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the channel that's currently there. I'm going to swipe it off the screen, and then you'll see the first channel of bank 2 go black because there won't be an assignment there. So I got rid of it, and you see it go black. Now I'm going to drag and drop the new channel there. And so now my digital AES input now is here. And just that quick. It's a very painless process. There's no pops, no clicks. It goes in real easy. We're going to do a quick overview of the input channels, and we'll have a duplicate of a screen in the top right. What you're looking at right now is you're looking at a channel overview. And if you look, you see it says no channel selected. So now I need to select a channel. And once I select a channel, it shows me the total overview. And then I can drill down from there. What you see in the top right-hand corner is a mirror of what the left screen is to make things a little bit clearer. As you select different channels, you see they're highlighted. And then if you deselect it, you'll see the display shows you that there's no channel selected. Now we're back to the channel overview. Now we just touch a particular channel on any one of the processing panes, and we can pick whichever pane we want to edit immediately. And in this case here, we're looking at the high and the low pass filters, and we can set one or the other or keep one defeated. For example, with vocals, it's good to generally high pass vocals around 100 cycles. Now we move into the different processing panes, and you can see the EQ. Now we're looking at the compressor. This is a standard compressor setup. The input level, the compression ratio, the outgain, the attack, the release. Now we have inserts. You can assign the inserts. You can assign where the insert source is. You can assign the destination. So this is the delay screen. It shows all 128 channels. Notice I can scroll up and down just like on an iPad, and some of the screens I can actually pinch it and swipe it. The screen has many different functions. The resolution is phenomenal. I can swipe individual panes. I can also customize the screen itself, or I can use the buttons to the right here and select the different sub screens. There's almost an infinite number of variations, and you can quickly get to where you need to go, and you can make quick adjustments, both either with the knobs, or you select each individual parameter, use the knobs, whichever way you're more comfortable. It's a really, really fast and intuitive console, and I think everybody's going to really, really enjoy working on it. And this is the end of part 1 of the training video.